Next thing, you are going to get the families. What is meant by family? The name itself indicates. Families are nothing but the basic components which we require to develop a model. Because every time we cannot make a family, every time we cannot make a block. Like in AutoCAD, we used to call it as a family or a component or a block. But here we are going to give only one name called as a family. So a family is a group of elements with a common set of properties called parameters and related graphical representation. Like if I say I have a door family, I have a window family. So some of the properties, some of the parameters, some of the specifications are similar. Okay, so different element belongs to a family may have different values for some or all of the parameters, but the set of parameters, the name and meaning is the same. As I told you, like height, width, thickness will be common for few objects. Like window will also have the same thing. Dimensions may be different. Okay, so these variations within the family are called family types. Like first thing you can see, for example, the furniture category includes families and family types that you can use to create different pieces of furniture like desk, chair, and cabinets. Other than this, also we have. If I say a furniture category, the complete interior side objects will cover into this. Like we have got desk, chair, cabinet, bed, all those things will come over here. Although these families serve different purpose and are composed of different materials. Like desk will have different material, chair will have a different material, cabinets, beds will have some different materials. Okay, but all these things will come under only one category. So when you create an element in a project with specific family and family type, you create an instance of the element. See here, in AutoCAD, we used to find a concept called as block. So why we used to create a model in a block? Because it will be easy for me to revise. Again, if you want to edit that block, we used to go with block edit option. Okay. And we used to revise that block so that if you have used some 100 times also, it will provide you the effect for the 100 times. So same like that, here also in the Revit, we have got an option called as instance. What is meant by instance? Instance means if you want to edit that object only for one time, you're going to go for the instance object and you're going to revise the properties of that so that it will affect only that object only. Or else it will affect your main library. So each element instance has a set of properties in which you can change some element parameters independent of the family type parameters. So I'll explain you about this. Like if I'm using some 10 doors in a floor plan, 10 doors in a floor plan, if I edit one, all the 10 will change. That should not be the scenario for me. If I am going to change in the instance way, that means only the one door will get revised. Okay, so these things apply only to the instance of the element. Instance means what? Only for one specific or one single element in that project. If you make any changes to the family type parameter, means if you are going to revise the family parameters, the changes apply to all the elements instance that you create with that type. That means it will disturb your main family. It will disturb all your 10 number of doors here. So these things what we have over here. I hope it's very clear. So now, we have seen about the types of files in the Revit and we have understood what is meant by family. Now, in this family, we have got some categories. Okay, we have got three different types of category. So, three kinds of families are there in the Revit. The first is called as system family. Okay, so the system families are kind of family that which we are going to create at site. Okay, that which we are going to create at site. Okay, like walls, roof, floor. What we are going to do? We are going to make this at site only. Okay, we cannot go with precast models. We can go. That's a secondary case. Only for understanding point of view, I can say that the wall, roof, floor, these things we are going to make it site. The rest things we are going to get in the ready-made form that we are going to assemble at the site. So whichever things which you have to make it site, that comes under your system family. So this wall, roof, floor are the best examples of the system family, which affects the product environment system families, which are predefined in the Revit. You don't load them into your project from the external file. That means even if you have not installed, your library, these three things are available for you. These three things by default in the template you will find. Next, you can see about the loadable family. What is meant by loadable family? The simple thing is to understand whichever you can able to insert in your project. Like in the AutoCAD, we used to insert with the insert command, or we used to insert with the xref command. So same thing we have here. So loadable families of files used to create building components that would usually be purchased, delivered and installed in and around the building, such as windows, door, fixtures, furniture, and planning. So these things readily we are going to find in the market, and readily blocks we find. So those things directly we are going to insert into the file. Okay, along with this, we have got some annotations also, okay, like your symbols. Like we have got different symbols now. Like we have got elevation symbol, we have got the section symbols, we have got some tags. So all those things are readily available over here. And by default, few title blocks are also there. Okay, so these things comes under your loadable families only. So because of their highly customizable nature, unlike system families, loadable families are created in the external RFA files. So whenever you select any door, you're going to find .rfa as extension. .rfa as extension. Not only door, any loadable file, we are going to find .rfa. Okay. Next, we have got in place family, means the things what we are going to create at site itself. Like if I say I have got a chacha in my room, so chacha is not a kind of component. Okay, it is an in-place family which we are creating inside the room, which is applicable only for this project. Like you have got some fins, you have got some different texture effects in your elevations, you have got a pergola. So these are in-place family which you are going to develop with a mass object, which is applicable only for this specific or the current object. So those are called as your in-place family. I hope it's very clear for everyone. So here you can see we have got in-place. In-place means what? The things which we are going to develop at site. Like I'll go with some images for the proper understanding. Yeah, here you can see this is one of the elevation view. So for this elevation view, can you see we have got cornices? So this is not a component family. This is the in-place family which we are going to create only for this project. Okay, again, we cannot copy paste this to any other file. So those are called as your in-place family. Can you see we have got some groups over here? So these are nothing but your in-place family. Funny, Mrs. Aisha. So whichever things which you are going to develop and which are applicable only for this project, that is called as the in-place. Like when you open any other model, like you can see this is one elevation. So here we have got a pergola. So this is applicable only for this object. Okay, this you may not use for any other project. Okay, because the dimensions may change. Okay, the view effect may change. So we cannot use this for any other model. So these are called as your in-place model. You can see we have got some grooves, we have got some reveals over here. So these things we can ask. This is called as a fin. So this is nothing but a in-place family. With the help of in-place family, only we are going to develop. I hope it's very clear.